Now, a concept that you need to make sure that you understand, at the explosion point, when that heel drops, your energy and your direction needs to be going right back towards the pitcher, up the middle, not spinning off. So everything we're doing, loading, striding, creating that slingshot, right? Getting in this explosive position is to deliver this back hip, drive it right back towards the pitcher. To drive this hip towards the pitcher, not bail out. Taking this back hip, driving it, popping it right back towards the pitcher. So what you want to do is you almost want to turn and face this back hip and drive this hip right back towards the pitcher. Now, I have this cone here. I've used boxes before, and this is one of the best drills, instant feedback, whether or not your direction is going the proper way or whether you're rotating. So whether your direction is going straight up the middle or whether your direction is bailing out, going to the third base coach, or you're pushing away and going towards the first base coach. So you're going to get your foot right up against here. So ideally you want to set this up right off your back foot in your stride. So you have the player get in their stride position, set this up back here. Now, if the player spins off and rotates, like I talked about, they're going to immediately hit this cone. If the player can drive through everything right back up the middle, that's what we're looking for. He won't hit that cone. And if he does, it'll be very, very, very minimal. So I'm going to demonstrate this drill for you right now. So as you can see, my back foot did not move that cone. Now, one thing, and also I'm hitting it straight into an L screen, so if you saw that ball roll right back at me, it's because I hit it perfectly off that L screen. It kicked it right back to me. So that's one other convenient part about hitting the ball up the middle. If you have an L screen in front of you, it just comes right back to you. All right. And one thing I want to make sure that hitters don't do when they're doing this drill is to come off this backside to make sure that they do not hit this cone. So even if you want to slow it down at first, if you're a hitter who starts with this drill and you notice that you're hitting this cone, or if you're a hitter who lunges and gets on his front side too far, I want you to pause the first time you do this drill at launch. So when you explode, I want you to focus on dropping that heel and making sure we're in that good square position with our hips, dropping that heel, firing with this back hip, pulling with this front leg, driving through that baseball. Now, when you're in a static position, it's difficult to demonstrate, coming up onto your heel and taking those shoelaces and taking this back hip without having the momentum of a swing. But again, make sure that you're not vaulting off this backside to miss this cone. So it's very important that you're still staying in this launch position, dropping this heel, pulling with the front leg, exploding with this back hip, driving everything right back up towards the middle of the field.